Hi guys, I am here today with a new series that I am doing. I am going to be playing along with Shinuki Art, and she is doing a series called Art Journal August, and she made a small 4x4 journal, and throughout the month of August she's going to show us some mixed media techniques and whatnot, I guess, and we can just follow along as we wish. So her first video came out today, and it was really cool. So I'm going to follow along closely, but not the same. I don't have all of the same supplies that she has, and it's kind of hard to copy someone exactly with mixed media art. So I watched her video during my lunch break today, and I haven't watched it again, so I'm going to try to do what I remember from her video in my own way. I am going to do the beginning technique that she did. Well, the first video, she made a mixed media masterboard that she cut down to fit onto her journal. So, that's what I'm going to do. I have a little notebook, a mixed media notebook. It's 7x10. I'm just going to rip a page out. Okay, here it is. Make sure it's still in frame. And the first thing that she did was she took a book page and ripped it up, and she put some glue down, put the book pages down, but she didn't glue them completely down. She left like room around the edges and then ripped it up. So only what was actually glued to the paper stayed. So that was a really cool technique, and I'm going to try it. Looks like the glue stick that I picked is actually almost empty. So might have to get another one out. Maybe not. At least not yet. So let's rip up some of this book page and just stick it down. On the glue, but only what is actually glued will stick down. So we're gonna see what comes up. We'll let it dry for a little bit. I need to reach behind me and grab some other glue as well. Okay. So the colors that I'm going to be using for the cover, if not throughout the whole journal, is pink and yellow. So I have pink and yellow acrylic paint. I have pink stickles. I have a yellow paint marker. I have no idea if it actually still works. It's very old. And then I have a white and black paint marker as well. Again, I have no idea if these work. I have some pink and yellow ribbon that I'm going to be using to make a tag. You'll see that towards the end. And then this yellow embroidery floss and pink thread for the tag as well. And I have some mark making tools. I have this glue stick lid to make some circles. I have a fork and a paintbrush to make marks and to splatter paint, and I have cotton balls to dab paint, as well as I have a paint scraper as well, and I have 2 little cups of water to water down some paint for when I want to make my paint splatters. So these are probably dried up by now, so let's see what comes up. Looks like it's, I probably should have put a little bit more glue down. I might put some more of these down since not much is, since a lot is actually coming up. Yeah, I should have just put more glue, but that's okay. This is the first time I've ever done this, so it's okay if it is not perfect. Let me grab another glue stick. Okay, and put a little more glue on these ones. And put another line right there. So I can put that down there, and then put that one there, and then we'll see how this works. Oh yeah, my journal that I'm using is a magazine, a free catalog magazine that I got in the mail. And all I did was I took a ruler and X-Acto knife and I cut it in half. And then I folded the pages in and then used a glue stick to just glue them together. So this is my art journal for August. Super easy. And I actually made 3 more of them. These ones aren't actually glued down yet, because I'll do that when I'm ready to actually use them. But they are ready to go when I am ready to use them. If I'm ever ready to use them, that is. Okay. And this is just the background, so a lot of it's going to get covered up anyway. So I guess I don't have to be too particular with it, but I did want a little bit more. Maybe I'm just being too impatient and not letting it dry enough, which is also the case, or could also be the case. Probably is, because they're still purple, but that's okay. And then the next thing that she did was she went crazy with watercolors and acrylics and like a squirt bottle of water to make it all wet and running. I'm not gonna do that, mostly because I don't want to wait for it to dry, and I don't know where my heat gun is. So what I'm gonna do is just put a couple dots of glue or paint around. Whoa, this one has a lot of stuff around it. And use the scraper to just scrape some paint. So we'll just put a couple. Okay. And I chose pink and yellow because obviously they would make some kind of orange, and orange is my favorite color, if you did not know. Oh yeah, that looks super duper cool. I'm super happy with that. I even got some cat hair in there. Okay, So this will not take very long to dry, so I'm just going to go ahead and make some marks on it. Let's start with, we'll just start with a little bit of yellow and a little bit of pink. And I want to make some circles. Circles are like my favorite thing to make when making anything mixed media. I don't know why, I just really like circles. Okay, so there's some circles. Next I'm gonna add a little bit more pink paint. No, actually I'm not. Gonna see if I can make just some dots with the fork. And that's looking like it's working pretty good. Okay, let's make some yellow ones. Okay. So there is that. Next, let's see if these paint pens work. Whoa. I'm off camera just trying to... Oh yeah, it's working. Cool. Let's... it's not working very well. Make some white circles around the colorful circles. Yeah, definitely not working very well, but maybe I'll just make some dots. That's seeming to work much better. Just make some random white polka dots. I'll see if the black one works any better. Okay. Oh yeah, the black one works much better. Make a couple circles around these circles. For some contrast. And one more over here. Whoops. And then I'm gonna make some dots as well. Okay, very cool. I'm not going to use the yellow one since I have a lot of yellow on here already. I just wanted to make some contrast with the black and white. Now, what do I want to do now? I think what I'm going to do is maybe splatter paint some, that might be, I want it to be a little bit thicker, so I only want a tiny bit of water. And a little paint. And then, okay, there we go. Okay. Some of her, in her video, with some of her, like, bigger globs, what she was doing, I'll see if I can get it to work without making a mess, is she took a paint palette, or palette knife, I mean, and kind of, like, went like that and just splashed the paint everywhere. Which is pretty cool. Okay, that was really cool. So next, let's do the same, whoops, here's another one. Let's do the same thing with pink. So since I'm done with that yellow, I'm gonna put a little more of this water in that cup. And I could only find one paintbrush, which is weird. I have no idea where all my other paintbrushes are. So I'm just gonna I don't think I'm gonna use these cotton balls, so I am just gonna use this and get rid of some of that yellow. And then do the same with the pink. I'm not going to be able to get this cut up into the journal cover today because I need to let this dry. So you'll see that in the next episode. I don't know how often she's going to put out videos, but she also took some more book pages and glued little pieces of book page to it again, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. Well, at least I'm not gonna do it in this episode. I do want this to dry first. So that is gonna be it for our Journal August, the very first episode. Whenever she makes another episode and does whatever, actually, let's put some stickles on first. Might as well let everything just dry at once. I don't have other stickles except for like silver, so I'm just gonna put some pink stickle dots around, and maybe I actually have silver. And this like, it's called Twinkle. I think I'm going to use the Twinkle, not the silver. And put some of these down. And one up here. And I think that's it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one whenever she posts the second Art Journal August video. Hopefully you guys will follow along with me as I follow along with her, or maybe even you follow along with her as well and make your own interpretation of what she made. But this is my interpretation of it so far, and I just have to let it dry. So come back next time to see how I cut this up and turn it into a cover, and what else I may do with it before doing that. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.